Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Pitt Panthers offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Neutrals on defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Forced out of the pocket. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme, there is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They're trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical game.
It's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Spartans offense has its first opportunity of the day. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Gets it out fast. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. You could tell.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Going to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. He's got it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. From the gun. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball to coverage. Didn't make a big mistake. Throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up if you want to go for it on 4th.
3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Setting up the screen. Hard running there. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Gibbs. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There was just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. They'll run play action. And it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. At the 45, on its way. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Pitt right back to the line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has a physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Spartans send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Wants to fire on second down. He finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He's looking to throw it. Floating away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. That's caught. It's Gibbs. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The offense will quickly use the timeout. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. He wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Here comes this this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but
here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket from the start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State is running away with this one thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 31 over Arkansas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Benedict. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On third down, going up top. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the punt high into the air. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He's got the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Spartans. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Just about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He's got it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Movement here from the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. They move the tight end all over. He'll do it himself. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Fast motion from the offense. Well, jet sweep pass. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They get to the line quickly.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets some yardage and gets down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 3rd and inches coming, maybe the biggest play of the game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Sparty! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab.
They're up by 38 over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
first down here for the offense. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.